Oh, shoot. Ah, there. Now we're live. This technical difficulty brought to you in part by the letter C for Christopher.
Well, we've sort of changed up our platform a little bit. We have decided to not continue with Twitch. We did a mass ban last week. So a lot of the usual, well, I wouldn't say it, the usual, but some of our regulars will no longer be joining us. We are in our voice channel in the Last Outlaws. Our general chat is still open to the public.
It is.
And we definitely invite visitors there. If you can find the Last Outlaw server, then
come on over.
Come on over and say hello.
I am busy playing with geek stuff as well, as far as the stream goes, because, I don't know, because cool bots and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways.
And we were just talking about trying to increase our war sizes, and being the end of summer, things are really, really busy with people.
Yes.
Indeedly do.
Marla
watched the Big Huge Games live stream.
Yeah, I caught it in like bits and pieces here and there. And this morning I was finally able to
sit down and watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
But that's only as a result of the weather being kind of crappy today. So thanks for that.
Yeah.
No? Who are we in war against?
We are in war against. We had a really engaging war early this week. And that was with Orden 21.
Orden 21, yeah.
Yeah, it was a really great war.
They came over and shouted us out on the YouTube channel, and as a result, we took the time to record our attacks and share them. So huge shout out to them. It was a good war. I had fun. What are we doing?
4.20.
What does that mean?
I don't know. What does that mean? It's a secret code for something. I know it.
I just don't know what it is. Anybody there? What do you think of the live stream? I want your take on the live stream. I haven't watched it yet, so I want to know what you think. The Twitch
like I
live
said,
stream.
Well, no, they had it on Facebook. It's actually where I watched it from, because I just.
You said it was just easier?
Well, yeah, and I mean, like, it was clear and I could hear it, and like, I just find Twitch to be
unfriendly. I've always found it to be unfriendly. Like, it's not
unfriendly. It's not my thing. And yeah, I think before we were actually live, I was saying that Christopher actually made it to be here with me tonight, which is nice. Yeah. He forgot to let me know that I needed to pick up the car parts so he could work on the car, and
they were ordered.
We live in a small place and things are closed on the weekend. But you know, people deserve days off, and I kind of like that in being in a small community. You know, things are still closed on occasion. And we don't need to consume all the time.
I've got to be honest, I think I'm going to chintz out completely this war. The reason that I say that is because we decided that this is going to be just a free-for-all war. See, Annie went ahead and got the gunpowder. Nice job, Annie. 15 is... Like all the way down to 15, they've got Cold War players. So it's one of these types of wars with 4.20. Who knows? Maybe they're going to boycott the war and we'll win anyways by default. But who knows? Yeah, their 15 is a 224 Cold War age player. So it really makes you wonder. It's like, really? What? How does that work?
Yeah.
Where are you going on?
I don't know. 17 is my recommended. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of these guys and I'm like, how is your XP so low?
I did have a note here about the live stream.
Did you?
Yeah, I bet you the kids closed it. But there was only like one note on it, and it was something about like the Romans using tarred pigs and setting them on fire against elephants. Because Ash was on a rant about his, obviously he's very passionate about that, Hannibal. And yeah, so I don't know, maybe instead of fire-breathing bunnies, we'll have flaming pigs.
Flaming pigs. I don't know if that's...
I don't know how well that would
not
go
sure how well
over,
that's gonna go
actually.
over, like, we're having a flaming pig event. Get your bacon.
Yeah, I mean...
I like fire-breathing bunnies. That was kind of neat.
They did go into depth about, you know, sort of the new update.
The rebalancing, did they talk much about that?
They did.
Do they think that it was making a difference, or are they even measuring those things?
Oh yeah, they're measuring them, and certainly that's why they're taking time. Like, they're not doing it all at once, and so they have certain chunks they want to rebalance. And you know, and one of the things that drives me crazy is that people don't even take the time to realize that quite often it's like Tin, who is a community manager, is not a developer, and he's the one who's attacking in the live streams. I'm pretty sure it's him anyways.
Who, Tin Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
if the account name is Tin Man, then yeah, that's him. He's been over in... Well, he's only in one alliance, from what I garner and gather.
I don't know. I don't want to speak towards that.
But I think it could certainly take some time and learn how to attack a bit better. Wouldn't hurt. I don't think, anyways.
I don't know. I don't watch it for the attacks, so I'm interested in the information.
Well, I guess that's just it, isn't it?
And I'm not. Yeah.
Nobody's interested in the attacks. We didn't come for those.
I mean, I think it's cool that they have them going in the background, but
that's about it.
Yeah.
17 looks like an interesting kind of base. I'm staring at that one right now. So
I know,
you,
right? Like,
It looks difficult. That looks very challenging.
Yeah, and I don't have my war army trained, of course. Like I said, it's been kind of a mishmashed sort of day. So
I got a little something trained up, just to upset everybody, just to make everybody angry. I've got some news.
Yeah. That is like such a hard choice for me as an industrial age trying to
take on an atomic 197.
Yeah, I'm not sure how realistic that is.
I don't think that's realistic.
And
I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, level 7
coalitions.
Okay.
Yeah. Like those are some big coalitions, right?
And 18 looks like this.
That's so sad, isn't it? I don't know. 16 is actually only a 164 atomic. But again, good base design, very good base design. I'd have to say that this is more likely than not an experienced team that's going to be remade.
Well, 16 looks doable.
More doable. I think there's more economic upgrades that have been done, but more of the heavier stuff has been neglected. Level 30 generals. I always question when people have like extremely. I guess here's where I stand on that. Like,
well, you've got like a level 31 general.
I have one level 31 general, but in the process of getting that general to level 31, I also have like pretty much half of my walls are max, right? For my age. Complemented with that, a lot of my other defensive buildings and such are all very, level or even keeled. And that's just as a result of having to raid enough to get that amount of oil. Now, obviously, there's been a few sales and whatnot, but I really do. I question when I see people that have such high-level generals and nothing else actually upgraded to where I perceive it should be, because there's... So you get like 4,000 oil per attack, let's say. On average, you're going to see anywhere from, 400 to 500,000 food and gold per attack, right? So if you did the math, and I'm sure that likely Quali has done the math on it.
Well, and there's other like geeks out there too who do the math.
Yeah. In order to actually say this is what you see on average. So if you were to have a level 30 general, this is how much money you would have had to have spent. I don't perceive that these people are sitting there not spending their food and their gold. So the question then becomes, how did you get that much oil? And maybe they just crowned it all the way through, right? Maybe they found that half price sale and then they just crowned their generals to level 30.
I can't say. I know, like, since I've been playing, I've upgraded like a whole 2 buildings. So I'm really happy they're doing this rebalancing, because like I've been in industrial age
for over a year,
forever. And I think I upgraded like 4 buildings. So wow. I think this needs to happen.
Time to get it done.
And
I'm really excited about my farms having more hit points.
I'm
kidding. I tease.
I think a lot of the library research I have done, but probably not the university stuffs. So
well,
and even then, like, these are supposed to be subtle changes.
Well, they're trying to make smart changes, right? Because they've got to measure them after the fact in order
to see. Yes, and I'd have to say that the communication
way better.
In the forums, they laid it out beforehand. They told us when. They said their intent. It wasn't like the typical, this is all just marketing hype.
And then we're actually doing nothing. And when is it going to happen? Crazy soon.
Yeah. And I understand that ETAs are, and
they're difficult, but I mean,
especially in creative. And I mean, like, people don't understand all the different dimensions of how complex it is to make something like this. I don't, and maybe I want to find a charger because I'm at 15%.
Are you really? That's too funny.
And that totally like sidetracked me. Anyways,
I'll go find you a charger.
I thought it was an incredible improvement.
All right, 2 seconds here. Kids. as kids. Yeah. Are you gonna go attack stuff?
Am I gonna? Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
With their level 7 coalitions.
That actually charge? Charging?
Oh. No.
I'm gonna try the other card. Card.
Yeah.
You hear that? The other card.
All right, let's get a war army going. Oh. Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be a short live stream.
Very short.
It'll be a 15 live stream.
Yeah. 14%.
It's because of kids, I'm telling you.
And Grammys.
Grammys aren't very helpful as far as maintaining chord integrity.
No. I think I have my war army trained.
Are you serious?
And I even have stuffs in my strongholds, and yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna drop those. A little adjusting needs to be done here. Oh. And I don't think I have all my mercs.
Yep.
Yeah, we're good now.
Well, for a minute or two. You know how hard it is to maintain chord integrity with kids?
I'm sure a lot of our viewers do.
So painful. Now. We are done. We are live. I wanted to play around with the actual donations to the war bases this time around, but didn't get the opportunity before everybody else was just like, by the way, everything's done.
Yes, they did a lot of showing off of Hannibal. The other thing I wanted to note is, because I know you were like concerned with like how many elephants is it gonna...
Well, it says that he spawns them, right?
It's 2. It's a maximum of 2.
But still,
so there's like him and 2, and
are they elephant archers?
Well, they're elephant thingies. They look like his elephant. I mean, it took a silo though, and I can't remember what level it was in the live stream, so I don't know how. Oh yeah, no, because you get it and he's fully upgraded, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like level 21.
Like he's automatically level 21
yeah.
if you unlock him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just know that like an atomic level elephant archer does 3,800 DPS, like against defenders. So
well, I'd like it because like drop that and you've got your silo distraction, right?
Yeah, and that's I think what they're kind of aiming for.
There we go.
What you get? Did you get stuffs?
Yeah.
Hooray! Why am I yawning? I even napped today. Hooray!
I know, right?
It was awesome.
What do I want to do? More of these guys. I remember like when the Saboteur first came out. Or what are they called?
Commando.
Commando?
The Commando who turns into the Saboteur.
Yeah.
But I swear they shouldn't be allowed to call him a Saboteur unless he wore one of those.
But they were like really like favored for a while. They were favored for a while.
For like the blink of an eye, maybe?
I know.
I know Matt did a video where he used nothing but ninjas, and then afterwards he did try it. I think he tried it with nothing but saboteurs in order to outline the differences. I've upgraded mine actually, and the reason that I upgraded mine is in order to try and fight against people that had the silo. I was like, well, if I drop my saboteur, if I go with 2 of them, I should be able to get rid of that silo.
Right.
And then I could just drop my army and go.
Focus.
Commando. That's what mine's upgraded to. So, sadly, I still don't think that there's more than, say, like 3 ways that I can think of to deal with the silo. You got to sab it and rush it. You've got to plane it, or you've got to have a heavy enough distraction point, and that's it. Those are your 3 methods to deal with the silo. And the only rally that exists now in game is whoop whoop, the speed rally. It's a thing. Look it up. Yeah, and there's tips and tricks to the speed rally. But that's, people didn't really understand that, I don't think, when I first kind of introduced it. But that was pre-silo, even, that I had brought that up, that you could give your troops a little bit of a stim pack. Those of you that have ever played StarCraft would understand that reference.
Yeah.
So it's a stim pack for your troops. Just rally on a dying building that's about to fall, and you know, your troops speed up. So if you're German, that's kind of imperative, and it's one of the things that I consistently work toward getting better at. But point rallies and building rallies, off the table. You don't get to do those anymore. Are you going to wing it? Who are you attacking?
16? 16.
16?
16.
Do it. Annie wouldn't tried. Good on you, Annie.
Yeah.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm sure she's never heard that before, right?
I'm sure.
Like never. Never in a blue moon.
Where do I want to come in?
You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. I would go in up by the United Nations. Is that what that is? No. What is that called? Coliseum? No. This thing.
The embassy.
Embassy.
Jeez.
I know, right? I always forget the name of it. I don't know.
Yeah,
why.
that's what I was thinking too, because I want to drop my wall thingers.
So I'd be going like there.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know where you're going to go with your distraction. And the problem I think you're going to find is that you've got to distract it long enough to take it out. Excuse me.
Well, I usually run with a sab too, because like I'm industrial age, so I need a little more oomph.
Yeah, see, I don't know where would be best to jump in on that. Can I see? I want to. Oh.
Don't do that.
All
no,
right.
you can't. Thank you. It's my attack, and I can do it all by myself.
I'm a grown-up now.
I'm a grown-up now. I don't mind your input, but that doesn't mean I have to follow it.
That's true. My input is drop some things and kill your target for 5 stars. I almost think that you should go for, that's where your heavies would go. And then
my main army up here. Maybe even like, I'm going to try and drop it up there. So I'm going to drop this, use my blitz. Although,
the problem is that pathing, right? Like you've got to.
And then I got to make sure that I have.
Buddies.
No, I was thinking, make sure I have like pirates or something.
Pirates are always good.
To get rid of those outer buildings.
Resource buildings. I don't think I have any pirates left, which kind of makes me sad. I like the pirates. You could feed them rum and party all night.
Arr. Yeah. Not been liking Marco Polo lately.
He's been a real jerk lately.
I know. And then like a couple weeks ago, it was like this whole tiered thing, and I'm like,
oh yes. Well, they wanted to provide more transparency as far as the tiered sales. So it's like there's 3 tiers to it, and obviously the last sale is not necessarily the most expensive one, but it's the kind of the end of the rainbow there. So you have to do the first 2 to get the third.
And yeah, I really don't like that.
I don't think a lot of people do, but it's a commitment. We're going to need you to commit to spending $80 so that we can offer you a sale of blah, 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 and blah.
Mm-hmm. So for those of you who have cable, these ones were mentioned on the live stream.
Which the French Arbalestier.
Pretty close. They like had it down pat. I'll just let you say it.
Was that is that not right?
Yeah, no, it's from a show on the History Channel. So I guess they've made some sort of deal there where like on the show they actually like, I don't know if they provide that content for free anywhere, but anyways, I was gonna go check it out. They actually forged the weapons.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds kind of
and
awesome.
I mean, like, I'm not a history buff, but
that sounds
they're
kind of
like
BA.
clearly like
There
crazy about it.
That's
anyways,
when they were forging steel, quite oftentimes they wouldn't use oil or water to cool the metal. They would actually use oil.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because
we just like yeah.
I'm kind of geeky like that. Not as far as the history stuff. I mean, I do like the history of a lot of these things, but just random facts. You ever need to know a random fact? There's myself or Uber. We're kind of kindred spirits like that. That's why I like Uber, is because he throws out those random facts all the time. Anybody else attacking? And he jumped in and got both of hers in. Like, that's nice. Ba-boom.
And I mean,
you do realize you don't have to throw troop cards if you don't want to, though, right? Like, it's not a requirement.
I know it's not a requirement.
You're just gonna go ahead and try it.
Well,
give her a good practice run. You got lots of good stuff, though. Like, looking at your troop cards, you've got a ton of troop cards.
Well, and see, because like I don't keep up with events anymore, so I only ever because we were previously part of the 0SH and 0TT
so
or
like,
whatever that was.
Yeah.
I never used my event buildings, so I never participated long enough to get my event buildings because some were good and some were bad, and there was all these crazy like. I don't have time for that. 5 words or less. If it's more complicated than that, I can't do it.
The number of times that
I can't commit to anything that is not, 5
words or less.
5 words or less.
But you do have a lot. This is the point that I was making. I'm a little bit envious. In fact, like, you even have pirates and stuff hanging out, right?
Oh, I've only got 2 left.
It's hard when you get down to that last kind of run. You're like, oh, what do we want to use?
Yeah. So. And I'm still feeling a little bit unsure about the museum, although I do love the new visuals on the artifacts, the new artifacts. Anyways, because that's what's important to me.
The new visuals on the new artifact.
Oh yeah, they're pretty.
Well, I think a lot of them are pretty. I like trying to pronounce a lot of the things that they have in there because it makes you look a little bit foolish.
Yeah, like Sephora's stiletto.
I've got a Pugio dagger.
Yeah, anyways. I mean, like, my buffs aren't even that good, like...
I've got Leif Erikson's helmet.
Like, and just because it's, like, so expensive to, like, unlock the next level, because it's usually, like, the next level that I want to actually put my time and effort into...
But even getting that grind on, like, you can't necessarily grind that out.
Yeah, I just, it gets neglected a lot of the times because I'm just not confident in how to use it or how I want to use it.
Yeah.
Okay, is everything now done training? Yes, I believe so.
Vault interest. Yeah, I'm just looking at some of mine that I've got here. They're kind of neato,
Maybe
but
I should call that out in request charts. So we're going with like no coalitions?
yeah, we're not doing any coalitions or anything like that.
Sweet.
Well, it's just like it's not when they're 1 through 16 are all like Cold War.
Yeah.
I think that kind of sets the precedent as to where we're at.
Well, it's good practice.
And that's exactly what we said. We're like, well, go and get some national trade goods, try and maybe get a practice run and get some national trade goods in your second attack. So the key here is when you come across wars like this, just make sure that you get as many attacks in as possible. That's all it is. Get all of your attacks in because that's where your alliance level is going to get jacked up.
Mm-hmm.
Howies. Do one of them, a couple of them. You should be set.
All right.
You think?
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Nice. Nice. Training blessing. I'm going to retrain those. Yeah, we'll do that. Do it up. Do it, do it, do it. I've been very diligently. Hey! Hello!
hello. You've been very diligently.
Watching the videos to try and get crowns?
I actually even did that one day when I had some free time.
Well,
I mean, and the thing is, like, I so rarely like have sort of that free.
the free time to actually watch the videos, you mean?
Well, at one point I had a lot of time to do more things, I guess.
I love the name, by the way. Domi Loser.
Aww.
Spelled Loozr. What's with the name? You gotta share. What I was gonna say about the ads, though, is the amount of excitement that people exhibit towards games that I perceive to be just crappy is really quite interesting.
My troops are all gone before
Before you're even done deploying? That sounds like one of my attacks, right? I'm almost thinking that that guy has my name. That I should change my name to Domi Loser.
Maybe.
There's potential there. Is your name for sale? Can I have it? I've seen some good ones in raiding, though, like multiplayer. Super bad at playing. I think it's hard. You know, we've got a few people in our alliance that just simply don't have time.
And I mean, like, most people, they don't post their failures. They only post their successes, right?
And that's
so it gets a little lopsided, right?
Especially if you're on YouTube watching people. You know, there's not a lot of people who are like, here, watch me suck at this game. They're like, here, watch me 5-star this target. It's copywritten. Well, good on you. At least you did some CYA there. That's good. But you realize that that's not going to work so well when you improve at the game, you know? And it is a time in thing, so don't be too hard on yourself. But, you know, ask your alliance mates and take the advice and maybe focus a little bit on changing your troop comp up a little bit. I don't know. I'm not sure what aspect you say that you're not very good at, but...
Well, I mean, it's a complex game, and I do find, like, if I'm not
very good at this game either, though.
Well,
I mean, sometimes I do well, sometimes I don't.
Define good.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really good at this game. Have you seen me collect my resources? I'm amazing. I can do it in record time. That's really good, right? Yeah, I agree with Mac. Don't put too much weight to one side or the other. Good, bad, and certainly don't let yourself be fooled by watching people on YouTube 5-star, triple level 7 defensive coalitions. It's not to say that those people aren't really, really good. It's just to say that, there's other people. They don't always do that, right? They do have failures.
And I mean, or, and I mean, Matty, he spent a lot of time with us, helping us, but I mean, that he had a couple of failures and it was too much because he set the bar so high for himself. And
he was so upset though, right?
And it just, I don't know.
Frustrating.
Yeah.
I did that so you can actually do your retrain video.
Oh, okay. And not have to watch
we won't force you to watch a retrain video.
Yeah, all the marketing. It drives me crazy.
What's new with you? What were the plans this weekend? What'd you get done? How's the weather? Where are you? Any tropical storms? There was power outages here in not here, but in Canada here.
Well, that's
Ontario.
Oh, that's that's like saying in China there was power outages.
That's here, right? Planet Earth.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. No.
I thought I was watching.
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh. I used to play this game until they released Wars.
Empires and Puzzles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a fun matching game. It really is, but...
Well, I liked it because I'd play it with, Des.
Right. But as soon as there was Wars, and there was a requirement that you were in there...
Yeah.
Just too much.
Yeah.
I didn't like having the obligation, you have to play this for a certain amount of time now.
Yeah,
I don't want to. How's that? Did you get a star?
No.
No stars, eh?
No stars.
Oh, well. Life goes on. Let's see how I can do. I'm not rocking any coalitions, but the difference between you and I, obviously, is that I'm atomic age versus your industrial age.
Yeah, there's another YouTuber, actually. It was on one of the Facebook pages. He got banned from the game, and
oh, the buddy that fessed up? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of interesting.
And I mean, when I listened to his story, I heard his, the pressure he felt to perform. And I'm like, this is supposed to be a game. It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah. But I think when there's...
And he's like, I spent money on the game, and I think probably... because he was a YouTuber, he I think it was Portuguese it was in. Anyways, yeah. The post definitely got taken down eventually. Maybe, I don't know.
Scary stuff.
I suspect some people were quite passionate about their views on that, but that guy's just a person.
Yeah, and that's just it, right? And I get that amount of pressure. I can appreciate that.
And I mean, as much as I don't like that behavior, he is still just a person.
Just a person.
Just like me.
Hey, Gath. How you doing, buddy? All right, so the museum. Where am I at? I've got 43% on all of my resources looted.
You gotta start playing like mine. I mean, you're at work all day. How is mine not
Oh, you're a Kiwi. Oh, nice. Love it. We actually thought about moving there a while back. Unfortunately, your technology is a little bit behind, and I was advised that if you move there, you're kind of stuck, unfortunately, as far as getting back into the IT world. But lo and behold, I'm not even in the IT sector anymore, so it wouldn't have mattered.
There you go.
I could have been over there building you guys some really, really big homes with lots of insulation, because that's what you need up there, right? Yeah, I don't know how I managed that, but I mean, the other thing is, like, before they actually modified it and put it down is when I got all of my good relics and whatnot that I've got up, like the 11s and the 6s, and right. So for the most part, I think I've been pretty fortunate as far as getting those, and then I've spent all of my time or resources have just been spent upgrading those. So that's where that's at. Here's where you guys are going to get kind of upset. I've got some bad news for you. Unless you are British or Korean.
Or Chinese.
Or Chinese. No, British, Korean.
Chinese. Chinese is a shooter nation.
Is it a shooter nation? Unless you're one of those three, your machine guns are always going to be better.
Yeah, but I mean, there's really only like 4 nations that really get used.
That's the truth of it, right?
And I mean, like,
I don't know.
Yeah, anyway.
I still said I was gonna, when I get enough crowns together, I'm flipping my secondary account over to be something other than British, simply and solely for the fact that I think I might even go French, just for the training blessing. But I'm actually going to do nothing but my machine guns and do my machine gun attacks. But I am upgrading them to veteran machine guns. Sorry, life goes on. But I mean, it's that versus, I don't know. It just, with the suppression fire, there's no real argument there. You can't, I don't know. People are silly. All right, so let's check it out. You've already seen the scout on this one. So I think we should be able to just simply say attack. I do have those because I don't want to drop. My mercenaries are actually elephant archers, and I don't want to drop those. Sorry for, you can call me a name if you want, but I have, those are the last of my elephant archers. I don't want to put them down. Sorry.
Oh,
so I'm just not.
I can't blame you.
Right? Like, those are the last of my elephant archers. So I'm going with these heavy punks, the Guard Chevaliers Army, Atomic Age. There's 6 of them bad boys. They've got decent amount of hit points. They've got 14,000 hit points. So I'm thinking that's going to be enough. But I think they are going to target the defensive buildings. So that should be interesting. The other thing that I've got is my generals. Obviously, I've got Joan. She's now up to whatever level she is. Churchill's 31. 42,000 hit points. He's beastie. Love him. I am working on getting Joan up.
Chris using cheats. Please ban because you have 7 out of 6 mercs. Oh.
Yeah. Somebody call the police, quick. I've got a couple of APC. So I did, like I said, I mixed it up. So I've got a couple of wall engineers. I've got 8 of my field howitzers there. I've got 8 of my machine gunners. I've got 4 bazookas, and I've got 2 APC. There's still no carts, and no healing nothings. So the idea is that I want to throw everything I can. I do need to work on Amelia. If anybody has a spare, like 2 million oil.
Okay, so like,
what?
No, because he's got a point. So with the elephant archer stable, you can have 7.
You get an extra slot.
You get an extra slot.
You get an extra slot, and you get elephant archers.
And they only cost 1 space.
Yes.
It's pretty sweet.
I think so. Are you off to bed? Yeah, you are.
Of course I am.
Way too late. Go brush your teeth. Love you.
Love you.
Oh, yeah. So that's where that's at. Should we follow Marla's attack strategy? I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See if it actually works with fatter troops.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, level 7 defensive. so annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's just go. We'll go there. And then, what do we want to do? Do we want to throw those guys down? Yeah, we will. Those heavy tanks will get the better of you if you let them.
Hey, Julian.
Oh no, those are my... I accidentally dropped my elephant army. And you know it's going to target that, and oh, I better win now.
Oh, you dropped them?
I accidentally dropped them.
Yeah, because it kind of gets road after a while. You're like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do this. And then you're like, oh, I didn't want to do this. Like,
right?
Yeah.
That's exactly where it was, too. It's just like, what? And I've missed the quick victory as a result of that, and now this guy's, yeah. I'm so flustered. I didn't, like, not at all what I wanted.
Wow.
That just, like, threw it all off. Hi! And there went my entire army. Oh, we can still have one of these. We can still throw that down. There. We'll help somebody else out. Yeah. That totally, like, kiboshed my entire attack because it was literally... Yeah. No, I don't have any more elephants.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Why didn't I rally? Wait, with gunners you...
Oh! Let me just deal with that.
There we go. Oh, look at that. Bye. That's how that goes. Yeah, sorry if you missed that portion of the conversation, but I'm not willing to switch to British or... What is this game? He's running over zombies. What? I don't understand.
Yeah. we used to be like, kill them with kindness. Now we're just like, just no nonsense.
Make them be quiet. Shh, you're pretty.
Yes.
That was horrible. I still feel that's bad.
Why'd you like?
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm still waiting a couple hours for my shipyard to be finished. I do have one guy dedicated to, obviously, the Hannibal Barca. He looks pretty mean though. I mean, that leopard skin, sexy, sexy.
Yeah, they were talking about it too,
were they really?
too on the live stream.
Check out his leopard skin.
I know, like, I don't know many men. I don't know. I might have like a new like.
That might be your new guy. It's not new. Nobunaga's gonna be on the back burner.
He just might be.
Strategy and conquest. I don't know. The hat that he's wearing though just doesn't do it for me. Why don't I rally?
He was flustered.
Yeah. Anyways, I've got Leo going for the marble chance. Obviously, my field howitzer damage is still there. My Sultan is there. We need more defensive players, I feel. So I think it's going to be that. Obviously, a focus on that. Getting some of my defensive buildings up. What else are we focused on? I'm doing it kind of backwards. So I'm working on my towers. And then I think I'm going to do the anti-tanks. And then, I don't even know. Air and machine guns. Got to get those upgraded. I do want to get those upgraded. When you utilize them properly, they work. Sorry to tell you. Everybody always likes to diss these things when they don't know how they work, and that's just that's a shame. It's really, really unfortunate. Do I have enough to actually get even my tank destroyers? Yes, no, I don't. That's all right. I'll wait a few hours. I'm back up to 812 crowns. How awesome is that? Oh, what is that? Okay, thumbs up? Sure. Thanks, Julian. I'm glad you concur. I'm glad he agrees. What else do I have going on? I think that's about it.
Although, as English speakers, we're probably butchering his name.
Probably.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of people that butcher their names, and I'm just like, spend the next 5 minutes apologizing. You realize you just called me a bad word? No. Has anybody actually ever run out of benefactors?
I don't even think I've ever used them.
Like, I still don't understand. Like, they're like, oh, there's benefactors, but look, I've got like 3,000.
And there's ladies with pink hats. What are they called?
They're benefactors.
Oh, those are the researchers.
They're both benefactors, though, right?
No, the other ones are called researchers.
Visit you guys over in Disorder 99 someday. I'd love to, man. I'd love to at some point. Thank you very much for the invitation. But I'd probably walk in the door and you guys would be like, boo! Don't put that guy in war. Not unless you want to laugh.
Oh.
Just like that. Sure, put him in war. Make sure that you have defensive coalitions.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm going to iron it out. I'm going to sort out my troop comp. I'm going to iron it out. Getting some upgrades on. And I can guarantee by the time it's all said and done, I think a point will be made.
Yeah, I don't know. Because, like, I think our secondaries are pretty much retired. So it's hard to go visiting.
It is. Well, I mean, like, sorry. I actually work when I go to work. You're like...
Well, and I mean, like...
Somebody's paying for your time. You don't show up and say, I'm going to manage a community or go and play DomiNations or go and play some other game.
Okay. Stop right there. That is total sour grapes, and I'm going to call you out on it.
When I was... Okay, fair enough.
Like, it's just... Oh, yeah, because I mean, like, I specifically remember I had one job, and like, when I go to work, and I work until I'm done work. Most people aren't that way.
No.
But one of the things that forced me to take a lunch hour was playing solitaire, and I would play solitaire. So I mean, that was back before mobile games. Now I would have certainly better options.
So you're saying that you would over the course of your lunch hour?
Yeah,
you'd get it done. And when I was working in the IT industry, I'll be honest, I could do less engaging things. I could never play DomiNations while I was working. Yeah. But I could do less engaging things that were certainly not work related. As long as it wasn't engaging.
Yeah.
The minute that it became engaging, that's when the work,
Yeah.
I wasn't able to perform or do what I was supposed to do. But still, the point is, if you're at work, then focus into your job. Should we go to an attack with Tyler? Speaking of secondary accounts, and then we'll call her a night, or? Yeah, let's do that.
Sure.
Yeah? Got a 6-hour peace treaty. That means that somebody attacked me recently. People don't... I like... What did I do in IT? Oh, Linux... Linux server management, I guess, would be the best name of it. They called me... What did they call me? A support analyst? Or a customer support specialist?
I don't know.
They had some screwy name for it, but I was a Linux systems administrator for, a cluster of probably over 2,500 servers, I think it was what it was at.
Okay, you were like...
Prior to that,
if you're in the industry, it was like tier 3 support.
Yeah, I was tier 3 support is what it was.
And then, yeah, before that, he was a deployment specialist.
Yeah.
And
so...
And there also, you were on the support team for a while.
Yeah, that's where I started out with that company. That was fun. I enjoyed
Linux boo.
What is it? What are we saying? A professional floppy-headed MG noob.
Okay.
There. That's how we deal with that. I don't understand the audacity of some people. I really don't. I find it very, very confusing. Like, do you have nothing better to do with your lives? Really?
Maybe they're...
An IT guru? No, not hardly. If there's anything that I have learned about IT, it's that I really don't know a whole lot.
Yeah. Well, like with anything, it's better to be resourceful than anything else. If you're resourceful, you can do pretty much anything.
I really only wanted this guy's oil. And I'm happy that I got that, but I'm still not very happy with that attack. My wall sappers just went in on the wrong spot.
Well, after last week's show, we have banned...
I think they're a little bit butthurt.
Some people.
I think some people are just a little bit butthurt.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry your feelings are hurt.
You know,
but
you're going to have to get over it at some point.
And I hope you are really only 15 and socially isolated and frustrated and need to take it out on somebody.
Yeah, because if you're not, then that's really, really sad. And yeah. Sorry.
Like, I don't know what to say.
I don't know either. Like, that's really what it is, isn't it? Ugh. See, and there went everything. So if you're expecting something fantastical out of this account, that's not happening either.
Have you figured out what is about the combat rebalance design for the university and library? Like the most recent rebalance. Well, I mean, it's got to be on the forum somewhere, like all the buffs. I don't know if I've noticed a difference. We're not supposed to be, like, it's supposed to be just like a subtle little shift. So, all the stats are there on the forums.
Yeah. I mean, they did spit out the document for us all to read, that went over exactly what was tweaked. I don't want to say buffs. Like, I realize that they say that they've buffed things, but if we're going to refer to this as an ongoing modification that's going to be reevaluated, I don't want to call them buffs. I want to call them tweaks. Because
balances
is a good word, because that's what they're aiming to do, is to actually balance the game. You want to minimize the number of people that can actually 5-star in this game, and it should be, I'd like to see it be that difficult. You're never going to get the cream of the crop when everybody and their dog can throw down a crap ton of troop cards and 5-star a base in a minute 23 or whatever it is, right? If I can do it, you can be rest assured that it doesn't take a whole lot of skill.
Yeah. What alliance is Boma for Fury from?
I have no idea. Why do you ask? Do we care?
I'm just wondering.
Oh. Yeah, that's exactly it, Gath. And I would love to see 5-star victories get significantly harder. I think they should be harder. You want to see who's actually good at this game, that's how you're going to do it. That's the question of the day. Is that the question of the day? We'll find out. I'm sure it's not really that difficult. Crybaby. But that's all I got. So I didn't get my 5-star. You didn't get a star?
I didn't get a star, but I didn't waste any coalitions either.
Yeah, see, and that was the goal.
And it's good practice.
Yeah, and that's whether you're getting stars or not, it's important to keep banging your head against that brick wall, because eventually one of them is going to crack and you're going to get through.
Or they'll rebalance the game. So, you know, somebody has to put this content out there. Because I think we're like probably the average player.
I would like to think so. I mean, I'm not spending hours upon hours doing that.
Yeah.
Playing the game in order to, like, even as far as
And
the
I mean,
national
like
trade
when I
gets.
was like really in it, yeah, I probably played it every evening. Would I like to play it every evening?
Not anymore.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but on the other hand, only attacker with elephant archers are able to 5-star now.
A pay to win.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because like I know a lot of atomics, like my base really isn't that good. And certainly like well-trained teams, like they can water through it. But like on average, it's like 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes to get through my base. So I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean, like you said, we outlined earlier, there's varying attack strengths, right? There's people that really, really know this game inside out, and as the one gentleman outlined, Domi Loser, not everybody is fantastical at this game, and I'm not one of those people that is. I'm certainly not the cream of the crop, right? I don't perceive it that way. I think, like Marla said, I'm an average attacker, and we're average players. This is what the average looks like, I think.
Well, I think we're interested though, right? Like we like to learn, and we like to find new strategies and whatever else. But I mean, certainly it's not to the extent.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend an entire day, you know, doing a 5-hour live stream because I wanted to figure something out, or even 5 hours playing not on live stream because I want to figure something out. I
might do it over 3 months.
Right, but you know, it's a matter of being realistic, but we still do have that.
You're a girl. That's awesome.
Oh wow. I apologize if I offended you. You just never know. You just never know.
Right.
Yeah.
And actually, I think in gaming, I'm going to go back to a more...
What's the right word?
Androgynous name.
There you go. I don't think it hurts one way or the other. You probably get that. I would think that somebody would probably get that a lot.
I don't.
And I hope that you understand.
I'm not fragile. And this is what I've experienced when males know that I am female, they treat me differently. I'm either something to be entertained or I'm fragile, and I'm neither of those things. I'm yeah.
People treat me that way when they find out that I'm just a baby. That I cry lots. They don't entertain me. They just kind of tolerate me. I don't know. It is what it is. So there you have it. If anybody can figure out what 4.20 means, let us know in the comment section below.
I'm a boy.
I'm a boy.
I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy. Still by far. Yeah. This is one of those still like second one up. Bye.
Well, it's hard because I know like gamers.
Ooh.
I have many accounts. It's bad. And I mean, like, I'm also a parent, and my kids can't have emails because they're not old enough. So, I don't know.
Anyhow, that's all I've got.
Yeah, I think it's time to wrap it up. This is a good spot. We sort of went over
the allotted time. We don't think we have an allotted time, but you know why it's time to wrap it up? Because it's rum o'clock. Happy Saturday, everybody.
Yeah. I'll just blush at that comment and say nothing.
I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe with all the storms and whatnot going on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is one guy.
Well, it is. It is.
Matchmaking on LiveStream.
We'll catch you next time when we match people in DomiNations. Send them on dates. All right. Keep your sticks on the ice.
Have a good time.